Hey guys, we're in South Minneapolis and this is our newest project, a kitchen remodel. We are in a 1920s house, and as always in an old house, we always find unexpected things. Brian, what did we found?
Well, remodeling is always a game of you never quite know what you'll run into until you tear the walls open and find what was behind them.
Yep.
So in this situation, we have found some older wiring, some remnants of knob and tube wiring here. There is still some in the walls. That has been, some of it's been abandoned. So the electricians will come in and replace all of that in this room as much as they can, even though it will remain in the rest of the house. We also were surprised to find a plumbing leak. We had a bulge in the ceiling we thought was from a past leak that was no longer leaking, but apparently it still was. So we're going to have to replace some plumbing in this area here, which in one way is good because we want to move it over anyway to make additional room to widen this door opening. So that's not so bad overall. And then the ductwork here has a paper type coating on it that you'll find in older homes, and sometimes it can contain asbestos. So we're going to just abandon that run and put a new one in under the floor, because this one is behind where the refrigerator will be anyway, which you do not want warm air blowing in a refrigerator. So we'll run it across the floor and bring it into the toe kick of the cabinet over on this side next to the stove. So in addition to those items, we also found some framing that by today's standards, of course, would not be allowed. There are, they cut through the floor joist and added these cross members in to support the load on this side and this side, so they could run a pipe in for the toilet upstairs. But there are no joist hangers, and whether this would be sized adequately for today or not is very questionable. Probably wouldn't meet today's code. But we'll do whatever we can with it if required. Maybe we'll need to put joist hangers on. Maybe it will be okay the way it is.
Not uncommon, very common in old houses, but we found a bunch of newspaper as insulation used in all the walls.
Not uncommon. I put a door in a house years ago, a 1940s house, found newspapers in the wall. And one of the advertisements in the newspaper was for wall-to-wall carpeting. Ooh. That was a great new thing. Yeah. Back in those days.
Good insulator.
Additionally, we found what apparently was a laundry chute that I believe was covered up. And actually they had used it as a space to run electrical conduit at some point in the past. So it has been abandoned. We'll just have to cover it over when we finish the room off.
These are some of the common things we find in old houses, but we always try our best to mitigate and keep moving the project forward. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out other videos with more renovation tips.